Matt, check out the trees on the left. Cody, you check them out on the right.
Out of his sight for more than 15 seconds. At least that's his story.
Whose story?
Jenny. Watch this kid go around and around on this thing. Then boom, he disappears on the dark side of the moon. Ben Turner, FBI. Are you Hawks?
Yeah. Is that a lucky guess? Or did you get a phone call from Mr. Turner?
More righteous indignation, sung to the tune of, if the FBI wasn't going to do anything about this, he had some guys who would.
He just offered to help.
He sure did. It's amazing how a huge reward can bring out the humanity in people.
Turner? Yeah. Everybody's not a part of that world.
We went over this park with a microscope. We dragged the lake. We followed every clue to a reasonable conclusion. Everything that can be done has been done.
Except finding Paul Jennings.
This isn't a fairy tale, Hawk. Not everything has happy endings all tied up with a neat little bow.
Not all wishes come true?
Dad, there's a clear view of the park from those trees. I can only see the merry-go-round.
It's my son Matt, my son Cody. This is Mr. Turner of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. He's going to be looking over our shoulder to make sure that we don't show him up.
Actually, I wish you luck. You find that little girl alive, and I'll be the happiest guy on the planet. You uncover anything, you let me know.
If we could just get some answers.
It's the not knowing that keeps the pain fresh. Come on, Dean.
How do you steal a girl in broad daylight and nobody notices? If she was quiet, it'd be no problem. If she struggled, might have to ditch her somewhere. Ding. Ding, ding, ding. Stop, stop. Find the girl, Ding. Find the girl. Come on. What do you got?
What do you got, a rabbit?
God. Please don't let this be Paula.
Really my area of expertise, Matt. You should take this to an anthropologist.
I don't know any anthropologists. Look, I wouldn't ask if this wasn't important.
What's the urgency?
It's possible that these bone fragments are from a young girl that was kidnapped about 6 months ago. My father, Cody, and I have been trying to track her down. I found these last night in the park where she was taken. The parents are really a mess from not knowing. They heard about these bone fragments. Well, it would help a lot if we had some answers to give them.
Missing child makes this FBI jurisdiction, doesn't it? Their lab is set up for these kinds of tests. Why don't you take it to them?
I turned most of the fragments over to the FBI, but I'd like some answers now.
Well,
Please, I really need this. The truth is the FBI isn't too thrilled that we're here. We just want to be sure we get some information.
well, I'll tell you what I can do. I'll take this down to the lab. They'll at least be able to tell us whether these fragments are even human. Beyond that, it gets more complicated.
Thanks.
Look, I'm grateful you found the bone. Now give me time to work.
Until we hear differently, Paula Jennings is still missing.
You're still insisting on covering old ground.
No. Just not making any assumptions.
Sometimes you have to make assumptions. Take the Desmond kidnapping case a few years back.
You on it? Well, that was a famous case.
Yeah, that was about the biggest one I ever worked on. We made the kidnapper think he'd had his getaway, so he didn't notice he was walking into a trap.
That's great.
All part of the job, just little sleight of hand tricks of the trade.
You think you could teach me some of those tricks?
Hey, you can't teach instinct, Cody.
Your instincts tell you anything about Paula Jennings?
They tell me I'd get a lot more done if I didn't have to dance around a bunch of amateur do-gooders. And the media pointing in all the wrong directions and editorializing on the job we're doing.
Guess that's the price you pay for living in a free society, huh?
I'm not the one who pays the price. Take these bone fragments, for example. If the media gets hold of this, they'll build an entire case around it. And then call us inept for not reaching the same conclusion. I'm sorry, Hawks, but it's the parents who are the victims here.
I bet they said some good things when you solved the Desmond case.
Sure. Made me sound like a real superhero. So now who gets all the unsolvable cases? If that's the best the media can do, no thank you, Sally. Hey. Here's the Jennings file. If you think it'll help you to wade through this stuff, have yourself a party.
Thought you said there weren't any suspects.
There weren't. Let me tell you how we do things, Cody. The fact is that most kidnapping of children is custody-related. We're dealing with one parent or another. A known factor. Unfortunately, that isn't the situation here, and that makes it harder. So we create a profile of the kidnapper by using every piece of information we have in the case and comparing it against other situations that are similar and scientific data. This tells us the kind of person who might have committed the crime.
That's fantastic. Isn't it, Dad?
Fantastic if the criminal follows the rules.
It's just another tool, Hawks. Gives us a direction, no more. You should know that.
Maybe you should concentrate on reality instead.
Reality. You want reality? I'll show you reality. Here's your reality, Hawks. Every one of these file cabinets is full of missing kid cases. Larry Jackson, 10 years old, missing since 1985. Susie Lee, 8. Gone since September 23rd, 1986. Billy Hennessy, grabbed right out of his crib 3.5 years ago. And these files only go back a year. Rest are in storage. Is that enough reality for you?
I can't believe there are that many unsolved cases involving missing children.
This is only the Bay Area, pal.
How can you solve all these cases?
We can't.